How does the elderberry grow? Lips ripe as the berries in June. Red the rose. Skin pale as the light of the moon. Gently as she goes. Eyes blue as the sea in the sky. Water flows. Heart burning like fire in the night, gently as she goes. Greetings, friends. This month we've had some successes and some failures, so I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough and show you what happened.
Hey.
Yeah?
Let you talk this time.
Okay, you talk.
When drive for holiday.
Baby sunflowers and mung beans. Some happier than others. One downside to our lovely fence, it's a pain to weed whack. But every half moon we'll have sunflowers growing in them and mung beans climbing up the sides. My linen, small little spot, grown great. My lemon balm came back after a scare, and then I just kind of shoved my cuttings in here. They seem happy. And I've also been suckered and pulling him around for this tour. My lavender transplant is flowering, and my husband trimmed up my huge lavender bush, which is not the worst for wear. My hanging pot. Alright, so bed number 1. I have no names for these. As you can see, my peas are finally growing, but something was eating them viciously. A lot of them did not come up because of the vicious, and they were very slow to come up.
Mommy?
But they stopped eating them, and now I have flowers.
You want to see that?
See the flower? It's gonna make us a yummy bean. Well, pea.
Hey.
Right outside, the chipmunks planted me a tree. Let's take care of that. Anyway, the same thing that ate all of the peas attempted to decimate my cucumbers. They actually succeeded in decimating them the first go around.
You need a pool.
Everything I planted died. These are replants.
You need a pool.
And though they're still being eaten, they're not being eaten as bad. So hopefully I get some cucumbers. Looks like some of the seeds are coming up. Almost all the kale seeds I planted here have been eaten.
Mommy?
I'm blanking slugs, but it could be ants. I don't know if you can see that little ant. They're like tiny reddish brown ants. And they're also all over my beans. So what I have done to fix this is all the leaves I had in here that was heavily mulched, I took out, or I buried under. And then I put some slug traps because I was finding a lot of slugs. I don't see any in here. Or they can't get in it. That's a possibility. But getting rid of my leaves seems to have helped cut back on my slugs. I haven't seen as many. I obviously still have some leaves in here. It's getting dry. But yeah, or it could be the season. Now that it's warming up nice and hot, all my vermin have gone away. It's really hard to tell. But I have some black beans that have survived growing. My onion starts, or from seeds, are growing. My supermarket onions are actually still growing. They look sad, but they're still growing. I put up my sky hooks for the tomatoes. And this one's looped because I actually made it too short for my tiny little tomato. These two are volunteers. I don't know if they are Roma or something else. I'm assuming they're Roma because that's the majority of what I grow. Another fail is my carrots. I had carrots all in here and something ate them all. So I've got to start over there. My beets, however, are not being eaten. You can see my little forest of beets coming up.
What's Georgia doing?
She's sleeping. Then over here, my twigs are growing. And my beans, after multiple successive planting of bean seeds, have come up. These little guys, or the slugs, or whatever is eating them. My zucchini is missing now too. My bok choy and my broccoli is struggling. And now that it's getting super hot, I probably won't be getting any broccoli out of that. So, things not to plant in the spring next year. Carrots, broccoli, bok choy. All right, let's move over to the next bed. Love my windmill. All right beside next bed, apple starts and elderberry. We just transplanted these out, didn't we, Aiden?
Mm-hmm.
Then over here, I have diggers. I have a child and something else. I will show you these little holes. They go in there pretty deep, all the way down, and they're usually riddled along the edges and sometimes inside. I'm gonna blame chipmunks. I put my daikon over here. My asparagus is in here. And he's coming back up. When I put him out, something ate him down. But they left him alone. And whatever's digging just flat out killed this one. Like, I see his roots, but it's not regrowing this time. This is my... I will, hold on. This is my spring supermarket potato. And that one are my fall. And when I turned under these leaves, I found more little potato starts. And some random growing, probably tree. My beet is going to seed, which is what I wanted. These beets that were overwintered indoors are not going to seed yet. But he survived all winter in this bed and is now going to give me seeds. I imagine these are going to be some yummy seeds. my purple lady bok choy. She's kind of delicious, but she tastes like bok choy. I don't, besides color, know what the hype is all about. Excuse me. More of those holes. This is nice and tight. I like seeing this. I'd like to see more of this in my garden bed. A nice little forest. But look at the stalk on this baby. Can you see it? She's like half an inch around. This is the spinach from Ohio Heirloom. I'm still harvesting it, and I think she's going to seed. Oopsie, that was a bad angle. Sorry. Which is good. These are grocery store cuts that have been out here all winter, and they're like their own little forest.
They got all wintered?
All wintered.
All wintered?
And my walking onions.
Walking onions? Walking onions?
They're walking. They're walking on me.
They're walking on me?
That's right.
They're walking on me?
You ready for the next area?
Yeah.
Georgia, out. My compost pile looks pretty sad and scary right now. We'll just not look at that. I'm slowly taking the stump down. Aiden, you want to tell everybody what this plant is? What is it? Georgia, get out of there.
My judge is
Mhm.
red strawberry.
Raspberry.
Raspberry.
It's your favorite, isn't it?
Look, it's a way big one.
It is.
There's cookies.
The leaves make delicious tea fresh off the plant or dried.
They're not glowing.
They are. Look at this. What is this? It's a raspberry flower.
Look here.
In fact, no, not yet.
Ouch.
Yeah, they got thorns.
That's out.
And it's cute. It's actually growing in the tree. Let's see. Now you can't really see it over here anymore. Forest. But yummy raspberries. The neighbor kids destroyed the fence. Well, they didn't destroy it, but working on my dry riverbed. And then radishes.
Beans.
Yes.
Raspberry.
Black garbanzo beans. Every single seed sprouted. I'm ecstatic about this. So I might come back and plant some more in this oddly left open row. My fairy tale pumpkins are out here stupid early because I don't want them crossbreeding with my squashes or other squashes. Ugh, they're not terribly happy about this. But they're flowering. So I'm gonna bring the last one I left inside out here
Go.
at the beginning of June. This is all empty for now. My purple peas have been eaten to the ground every time. Super eaten to the ground. But I replanted, so some of them are coming back up. Or coming up. The replants anyway. You know, just in time for tomatoes. My blackberries are happy. Look at these pretty flowers. And my strawberries. There's one. We do have a red one. I bet it's ripe too. This one is getting seeds saved from because he fought off all of the predators and decided to grow. And he's growing happy and strong. So he will be my seed queen this year. Don't pull my strings.
There's a spider web.
There could be a spider web.
No, not.
You don't see one?
Not.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back here.
Okay, you go back there. You have fun. It's just leaves. You're all good. Then this is all empty.
Mommy!
Husband made me move my tree.
It tickles.
Look at the size of that leaf. Not even full grown yet.
It tickles.
They do tickle.
No tickle.
I had planted all of my sorrel out here, and they keep getting dug up.
We need to go back here. We need to go front and mow.
I'm done mowing.
Nope.
So bossy. And then I can't think of the name right now as I get climbed on. Buckwheat. All of my buckwheat. Some of them came up fine and they're putting off true leaves. Some of them are just now coming up. Some of them are just now sprouting. And some I had to reseed. But I think I'll have a cute little harvest to test and see, do I want to grind it, how I want to eat it kind of deal. And then my second pawpaw. My sycamore. We'll test the progress of his growth. And then Aiden's teddy bear sunflowers. They only get about 3-4 feet high, so we put them in the pot.
The teddies?
Yeah, they're teddy bear sunflowers. Now over here, not much has changed. This is where
Mommy, go out.
this is where the black tulip magnolia is gonna go. We used my nanny berry as a test. Do we want it here? My volunteer cherry tomatoes, those super teeny tiny ones. My ginger is the only one that came up this year, so I moved him outside. I will probably up pot him. Let's see, this one is Rose of Sharon, Aronia. Husband made fun of me for sticking 2 bushes so close together. Mums. Dogwood. The oaks are going to my mother's. And then my mulberry. I don't know where my mulberry is going.
Mommy,
Yes, Aiden.
it's Sid.
Kevin said hi.
Hi.
It's because that's what you did to him. Yeah. My onions. And then down here, I planted, or I threw down seeds for phlox. This is poppy. Those are the sunchokes that were fermenting in that pot that I threw outside. Froze on me before I realized I shouldn't have thrown them outside. And hey, look, they're happy as clams. My bleeding hearts seem to be incredibly happy over here. They've already bloomed once and died. The birds have seeded sunflowers and Lord knows what else. Then my onions here are flowering. My feverfew, at least I think that's what that is. That's what I was told it was. Is going into flower. I need to find a place for it. If anybody has a suggestion.
Mommy.
Oh yeah, my carrots and my spring innovation.
Hey, come.
I still love the smell of these carrots.
Come.
They smell like candy.
No, they don't sound like candy.
And my spinach here is seeding as well.
Mommy, come. Come to you.
We will. My kale.
Look here.
I'm actually going to cut this down. I don't need it.
Glowed.
You broke it.
It glowed.
Pretty flowers. You want to go get those to Kevin?
can't.
Okay, we'll go out there. And then my neighbor gave me some mint. Smells like and tastes like spearmint.
Right? You
So-
want to give all the flowers
I make some tea.
one.
Okay, it's enough flowers.
It's so quick. Wow. Ah. Ow.
More sunchokes. Yes, right. Growl it off.
He's driving on the road.
These ones are awesome.
Driving on the road.
They're
Mike.
slower to come up, but they got so much shade before the rest of them did. Georgia, sit. Stay. Wait, Aiden. Wait. None of my quinoa seems to be coming up. And the chipmunks planted a tree beside my tree.
Hey, look here, Mike. Patience.
Mm.
Patience, Mom. Patience. Patience, Mike.
Hollyhock.
Right
Nope,
here.
there's flowers there.
It's 42, 43, 40, 90, 49, 80.
Really?
Wait, this number is. It number is.
Here we go. Stand up.
That number is.
Here we go.
My noise cat.
New silker hose. I don't really know how this works. Shall we check our strawberry? A peach tree. Aw, that's sad. Someone got our strawberry. And this one's coming, so we'll have to do something to protect these. Hey, you leave my hose alone. No. My mustard is not coming up, and my corn is not coming up. She's mad at us. These little beauties are dragon fruit. Oh, see, come on. Oh, we're just gonna leave you there. My mystery seed. Still have no idea what it is. I've lost track of what this one is. And that is also a mystery seed being eaten by something in here. None of my milkweed came up, so I'm gonna do this and see if I can get a bunch of these seeds to sprout. Here's another little asparagus. Since they're slowly coming in, I decided to just keep them in here and keep watering them.
Mommy.
That is...
Look, it's growing.
It is growing.
And these ones
Cornflowers.
This one's growing?
No, those aren't growing yet. Those are actually molding. They
Molding.
might not grow at all.
Mommy.
No, these are Chinese. They're just looking over here. Dandelions weigh nothing.
No,
I'm not allowed eating those, girl.
Nothing.
Time for a cup of tea.
So pretty. Go make this, that.
Aiden, please put my sake bottle away.
No.
Please put my sake bottle away.
Me. You good making something else.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.